What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and this time I'm talking about, has YouTube replaced television as the number one viewing application? We'll just call it that. Has YouTube become the go-to for your news, your entertainment, any celebrity news, gossip, stuff going on with tariffs, politics, how-tos, and you're trying to get something fixed on your car or inside your home? Has YouTube really replaced television in that aspect? You know, television has infomercials and all of that, but YouTube, you can order things on there, plenty of advertisements. You can get monetized on there, make your own content, help people out, or just talk about, what's on your mind and create your own channel. And you can report the news quicker than actual news outlets. CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, WGN. The news comes on early in the morning, like at 5 a.m. Central Time. Then they have that 12 p.m. news slot, noon. Then you get that 5 p.m. news, and then the 9 o'clock news to end everything. But, that's just giving you the news and sets. And there's constant updates going on throughout the day on whatever it could be. And if it's a big issue, like let's go with the raids in Los Angeles, the ICE and the protests and the Marines and National Guard, a content creator can go take that information and have it up there online way before the news can catch up. And then the news can also seem like it's scripted. Everybody's reading from something sounding the same, and they give you updates as they come in. Whereas a content creator, we can take that same news and give our own opinion on what we think may really be behind it. Not just giving you what the news is giving you, but also trying to put in other angles in terms of what you might be thinking, and when you're watching the video, in terms of why something is happening, why this person is being sent over there, why this is the new turn of events. You don't have to read off of how the news operates. Those news reporters, they kind of are put in a box and they have to report it the way they report it. And sometimes people complain about that. Whereas content creators and anyone who's just watching that creator's channel, they may be on the similar lines of thinking, and you can just hear a fresh opinion on what's being reported. And so in that aspect, you can see how content creators can sometimes be more of a go-to source for, let's just say, an unbiased opinion, because it depends on the news network of what's happening, of why something is happening in the country, around the world. And so that's a plus. And then again, you can go straight to, if you into your sports, you got different people's take on that and what they think is going to happen. That may be different from the sports analysts who report on the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, WNBA. It's just a wide open space and everything is there. YouTube has free movies that you can watch, and they do have, YouTube Premium and YouTube TV, which there is a cost for that, and that's up to you. I don't have either. But at the same time, you don't want to get caught up in paying for too many streaming services, and then you end up having the same type of bill you had if you have cable now, or people who've had cable in the past and they tell me how much their bill is a month. But cable and just your regular TV, if you got an antenna, they're just not able to keep up with everything that's going on in this microwave society that we're in, like a creator can on YouTube and whatever channel. I mean, anything you're thinking of, you can type it in and there's probably a video for it. Now, some videos will have thousands of views. That video might only have 100. But whatever you're thinking about, if you just start to type it, it may be some person who has a channel up and running about that. And, you can't go wrong. And I think that's kind of why YouTube may have, passed TV or will pass TV maybe by 2030. I'm watching more of my stuff on YouTube than on TV. On TV, I was watching The Simpsons on Fox on Sundays, but they've had that season finale So they're in reruns like most of the TV shows. I was watching The Connors on ABC on Wednesdays. They had a series finale, so they won't be back on ever again. That was a good show. And there's a lot of other TV shows on there that I just wasn't watching. But my main thing was YouTube, and I'm going on there, I'm getting celebrity news, getting how-to videos if I need to fix something. Also videos about how to, center yourself and clear your mind of certain thoughts and how to deal with negative energy. It's got all of that for people who maybe want to improve themselves and, listen to people on there who are giving advice from their different life experiences. And so it has all of that. So that's been my go-to more so than TV. And I'm actually going on YouTube after I finish this YouTube video to check out some other content creators. And so I got some information that kind of backs up what YouTube has become and how it's outpacing regular TV that I'm going to read for you guys right now. So in the past 2 years, Nielsen data is saying that YouTube has been the most watched streaming service in the United States based on total watch time. So February of this year, 4 months ago, the television became the main device that people watch YouTube on. And most people used to watch YouTube on their iPhone or their Android, but now they're checking it out on their TV at home, which is where I do most of my YouTube viewing. So I'm using the TV, but I'm not watching TV. I'm watching YouTube on my TV. And so they're saying that indicates that YouTube is becoming a dominant force in the TV space and is surpassing regular traditional TV viewing. Like I said, cable, channel 2, channel 5, channel 7, FX, whatever you all are watching is passing all of that. YouTube's got quicker updates to certain stories. And, it's just, the information is just much faster than what TV is capable of. So let me continue. So Nielsen data, they consistently rank YouTube as the top watched streaming service on television in the United States. Nielsen is in charge of all of the ratings. TV viewing dominates. Like I said back in February, people using TV past the cell phone as the main device where people watch YouTube videos in the United States. So people are putting their cell phones down while they're at home and clicking on the TV to watch YouTube, just the bigger screen, I'm guessing. But even with the cell phone, if you are watching a live stream, you can interact with the cell phone and put in your chats or your comments. So the YouTube app, that's one thing you can do on TV with the YouTube app is actually put in comments, or if it's a live stream, put in your comments during a live chat. It'll tell you open your mobile device. So maybe that change is coming later on, but the cell phone and the TV, they can kind of go hand in hand with your YouTube experience. And YouTube's growth, it says the shift in viewing habits reflects YouTube's growing presence in the entertainment landscape and its ability to capture so much of people who used to watch TV. And with the entertainment, you see so many creators talking about Diddy's trial and other cases that have come out. Shannon Sharp, who's pregnant in terms of the celebrity world, who's got new music coming out, who has a new movie coming out. So many people have channels talking about those subjects, and people love going to it and watching it. You can get more faster and more celebrity updates than you can on TV. Remember with TV, you had Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood, what's the other one? Extra. And I think all of those still come on, but they only on at certain times. I think TMZ still has their show, but still, YouTube is undefeated in these areas of keeping up with celebrity information, if that's what you're drawn to and you're seeking that out, or whatever it is that you need information on. And YouTube's impact, it said YouTube's dominance on the television is impacting traditional TV networks. So like I said, cable TV, as people are shifting their attention to online video platforms. So YouTube is the number one, but people are just going to online platforms, period, to view things, get information, watch movies. That's just where it's at. I know people who have canceled their cable and they're not paying for anything. They have a Fire Stick or a Roku, and they're just watching the free streaming apps. Some cost, and I know people who pay for those. You know, I pay for Netflix as one of my streaming apps, and you know, so many out there. But yeah, that's where it's going. That's where it's at, free or paid. And YouTube is, you know, leading the charge in that. And you know, overall, it's free. Some people out here complain about the ads that are running, which you can always skip. And you know, if it really bothers you, you know, YouTube Premium. If you're not sure about YouTube Premium, they offer free trials, 1 month free. I've been offered so many. I've not taken advantage of any of them. But if you just want to see if the ads really bother you that much and you want to get premium just to be able to watch anything without advertisements, you know, be my guest on that. But I want you all to let me know, what's your preference right now? You doing YouTube more still, or you doing television more still? Which one do you prefer? Has YouTube taken out television, or at least on its way to taking it out? I think it is, and that's just where everybody is leaning towards to, in terms of just, you know, wanting to watch, you know, what they need, music to play. They have playlists. I know some people go to these content creator channels where they have the rain and the black screen. It helps them sleep. So just all different types of things. You see new artists in music that you haven't heard of that are using YouTube to break out, since they obviously aren't on the radio. So you can just come there and get so much information, things that are different that you're not going to get waiting on your television. So it's just a thought. I want to see where you guys stand on YouTube versus the television. Which one are you picking? Have you already picked? Which one do you watch more at this point? With me, I watch YouTube more. That's just where I'm at with it. So let me know down in the comments below, which one are you picking, the YouTube or the television? What's your go-to right now to get everything that you need? Which one do you think is the best, more convenient, quicker to get the information you want? Which way are you leaning? Are you still traditional with the television? You know, let me know down in the comments. And you know, the information speaks for itself from what I just read in terms of how YouTube, if it hasn't taken TV out right now, is definitely going to jump over it. Not saying television will ever go completely away, but I do believe YouTube will be the number one option for viewing. That's just me. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about television versus YouTube. Is YouTube destroying the TV? And you can only pick one. Which one are you going with for your news, your how-to information, all of that? And like, share, and subscribe to the channel as always. That's Facts of Feelings, all one word, no spaces. Put that in the YouTube search, just Facts of Feelings, no spaces, and my channel comes right up. Send any videos you want me to review or topics you want me to discuss to my YouTube email. That's cregier.mj@gmail.com. That's CREGIER.mj@gmail.com. It will also be down in the description in this video. I have it completely typed out for you. And I'm about to go watch me some more YouTube now. I'm out.